Alrighty, so I wanted to try out Elaine, of course, with Bond, now that he is able to be used with fairies. I thought it would be kind of a cool little, I'm sure you've probably seen other YouTubers do this one already, but either way, I just wanted to test it out to see if I like it, because I personally really like using this Elaine. I think that she's really fun. I used to really enjoy running the, fairy team with her, but unfortunately, she's not got the most use cases in the world, so, yeah. With her passive, though, at the beginning of the ally's turn, applies flower petals of the sacred tree to all enemies for one turn, and then enemies with this effect take 30% more damage from, take 30% more damage and are affected by shock for one turn when attacked by fairy heroes. So that only increases fairies damage, but because I can use her AoE skill to disable buffs, which is really nice because that means if I go up against an angel team, they're not going to be able to purge off my debuffs. With her Holy Relic, increases all damage taken, or all enemies' damage taken by 30% when they have a shock debuff on, which is basically going to be guaranteed as long as I attack them with Elaine's card. Her buff card is also kind of nice. Increases HP-related stats of all allies by 5% for 2 turns, and then when attacked, instantly recovers 20% of attack or of damage taken. So it's kind of like a Tarmiel Link in a way. And then I do have her 4/6 at the moment, so we could potentially see her do some decent damage. I do have her Holy Relic, and I do have, a couple of her UR costumes and stuff like that maxed out. Not anything crazy, but we're at 231k CC, which is pretty nice. We are going to be using Diane. I think we can stance with Diane, attack with Elaine, and then that's going to be a lot of increased damage taken, and then we can maybe set up for the Bond or something like that. Or maybe I can hold the Diane card for a turn or so, and then we can potentially do the Bond combo in one turn and see the damage there. So I think there's a pretty decent potential for some good damage coming from Bond here. But let's kind of just see how it goes. Obviously, in theory, it's not always how it works on paper. It could sound really good to you whenever you think about it, but in practice, sometimes it doesn't always work out. Okay, we have a human-based Bond team, which is pretty interesting. What do we want to do here? I think he's going to end up stancing with Arthur anyway. I almost want to try to get rid of one of his characters because I do have the really early turn 1 strat. I think what we're going to do is buff and then attack with Diane, so that way we don't do too crazy. We can kind of set up for the next turn, get the Diane relic going, put some debuffs on everybody, and then we can just attack with Elaine and then do the combo and then see how much damage we deal. So we also pulled an extra Bond combo, which is very, very good for me for the next turn. But let's see it. He does have pretty decent HP up, and he's kind of buffing stats and everything with Arthur, so not sure how tanky they're gonna get. And with Bond's damage reduction, it could end up being a little bit more troublesome, but I do want to see what we can do here. So apply this, and then a level 2 to get through the really tanky Arthur. Let's see how it goes. So, boom. Not a whole lot of damage, but it's going to put shock on. Ooh, okay, not much damage at all. 65k. Level 2 snipe here. Ooh, 350. I was actually, okay, after the Pierce card damage, I was really thinking that it wasn't going to be very good. He does, of course, have Twiggo in the back. I'm really surprised he forfeit on that. Twiggo has the taunt and everything, and for all he knows, I might not have had another combo ready, but that was pretty impressive. I'm actually pretty happy with that performance. Obviously, that was with a level 2, but either way, let's do another one. Alrighty, we have a demon team, which should be pretty interesting. The Chandler might be tough to get through, but we'll see how it goes. If you're new to the channel, by the way, we're almost at 15k subs, or well, I say that, but we're a couple hundred subs away. So if you're new to the channel, or you want to just stick around and hang out with me, that'd be cool. We can, make videos together. But anyway, let's do the same thing that we just did, and then we'll try to go for the same sort of scenario here. I assume he's going to stance with Chandler, which is going to end up getting rid of some of our debuffs, which might be kind of annoying, but we'll kind of see how it goes. This is a scenario where we have 2 level 1s. So Chandler, I think, is a lot tankier than Arthur is, so we'll see how that goes. Actually, because it's a bot, he's double attacking and disabling his Estarossa. So we might as well try to go for melee in this scenario, I think. Actually, I can't do the full... I can't do the full combo on melee because he's going to purge the debuffs off. That is definitely the biggest issue here, is that I have to use 3 cards to do this combo, which is not ideal by any means. Let's try to go for the Estarossa then. We'll try to get rid of the darkness stacks, which will in turn help us kind of overall win the match a little bit easier. Decent damage here, 71k actually, so I think this is pretty much a guaranteed kill. Lots of crits, 150, not bad at all. I would say with 2 level 1s, you know, that's actually pretty nice. No bond cards at all. Now, it looks like it's going to end up being a Diane showcase. That's unfortunate. I can't even get her ultimate just yet either, so that kind of sucks. He is disabling me, but luckily, I'm really glad that the ultimate removal on this card is just an extra effect that doesn't get disabled. That's super, super nice. We do have extra taunts. Ooh, I'm really glad he didn't push for his... his ultimate there. That would have been really bad on my part. I am using a card so she won't get disabled. I'm using a card on her as well. Let me just move this. We'll see if we can use Elaine's ultimate. She's going to get countered right here, but it's not a huge deal. Not a whole lot of damage because not a whole lot of... we're not doing a whole lot of damage back. Still no bond cards, which is... not what you want to see. That's definitely Bond's biggest flaw. If you do not have cards in hand, he really falls off quite hard, so not good there. Now we have to worry about the melee ultimate as well, which is not good, and I don't think that we're going to be able to get through this. Yeah, this is going to be a really bad call. I have to attack as well. We're going to apply this, and then by some miracle, if we happen to get through this, which I highly doubt, then we can try to take the ultimate off melee, but this is probably not going to do nearly enough damage. Did okay. It did pretty decent. I can't really complain with that. Level 3 pulverized card, and then bam. We actually do kill the Chandler, which is nice, but unfortunately I don't have anything to get rid of the melee ult. He has true magic. Not good, unless the damage reduction on Bond really shows here. Oh, okay. I gotta check his ultimate level. I've got to see what level ultimate he has, because I'm super surprised that I was even able to tank that. That's actually kind of insane. Oh my God, he's about to merge back into another ultimate. Okay, he had a 3/6 ultimate, which is honestly pretty impressive. Like, I mean, even at low levels, his ultimate does ridiculous amounts of damage. So, let's go ahead and just in case he merges again, we're going to hit him with a Diane card here, so that way I can hopefully not have to tank another ultimate. So, he does have damage reduction on as well, which is not great for us, but I think his damage reduction's kind of low with this ultimate, so yeah, we do end up killing, which is pretty good. So far, I mean, obviously we didn't get to test too much with Bond there because no extra Bond cards were pulled. I might have to start losing some games so I don't end up facing just bots, but I'm actually kind of impressed so far. I don't hate it. Alrighty, ooh, we have a melee attack seal team, which is incredibly annoying. So let's hopefully not deal with this. I genuinely want to try to go for... I'm going to assume it's a bot, but even if it's not, I'm going to try to go for the turn 1 kill on the Merlin here. Yeah, I think we're fine. But either way, he can't rank up now, so he can't attack seal us, which is good with Gother, and then we can go ahead and get rid of the Merlin here. We got really lucky with the two level 2s turn 1. 410k without the Diane relic active is pretty impressive to me. We do pull another Bond snipe card, but unfortunately we don't have a Pierce to follow up with it. Tanking actually pretty well. Diane obviously, or Elaine taking the most damage here because she's probably the weakest on the team, but not too bad. We can taunt. We can get our ultimate with the Bond here, which could be really nice. I don't necessarily think we're going to do, like, the most damage on melee. I'm going to end up giving him true magic again with this, but I will pull my ultimate next turn. If we pull any extra Pierce cards, that could potentially make us do a lot more damage, but I haven't seen his ultimate since he got the buff. Ooh, that last one crit and absolutely destroyed him. That's honestly kind of awesome. We have snipe cards. Obviously no pierce cards, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about that. Tanking incredibly well. Obviously, like, it was just a level 1, and he doesn't have a whole lot of support on the board anymore, but Diane is an absolute monstrosity to get through. Let's see the ultimate here. It's going to put him into Final Flame. I'm going to just move a card so that way I don't kill him, and then I'm going to forfeit so we can get back to Champ 2 for actual real players. So here's the ultimate. Boom. 468. Not bad at all. We actually didn't kill him, but this is a bot, and I'm positive that we can win this. So I'm going to go ahead and forfeit and do another one. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is a real player because of the load time. And he's got 219, which isn't too bad. I almost... Oh, no, don't do that. I'm going to be back in Champ 1. Well, it looks like our last match might end up being a bot match, unfortunately. Alrighty, so unfortunately, the fact that the Demon team is probably the most used team at the moment, I think that the Elaine doesn't really get as much use as you kind of want her to have, unfortunately. If we were able to go against, like, you know, Angel teams, for example, we could potentially seal, like, Margaret, you know, buffs or Goddess Elizabeth buffs. You know, if we go against Gothers, we can, you know, stop him from ranking up. But the Demon team doesn't have anything that I can seal with the Elaine because I can't seal stances or anything, which is kind of just unfortunate more than anything, but I guess that just kind of is what it is. I can't really do anything about that. I feel like I typically don't go against the old school Chandler variant of this team too often, so the fact that I'm fighting him a lot right now is kind of just abnormal, I guess. Normally I fight the ones with the Ominous Nebula Zeldris, so I guess it just kind of is luck of the draw most of the time. But let's go ahead and do the combo on the Estarossa here and get rid of his darkness stacks. I have an extra combo waiting, which is great. I'll see. I really want him to stance so that way I can see how well it would get through it, because I think this is a really big thing with the Demon team is, you know, if they're running Chandler, you're going to have a hard time getting through all of that extra HP related stats and stuff that he has. So luckily for me, well, I guess it's not going to be the biggest deal because I'll get disabled from Tarmiel. I was going to say, luckily, the Mark of Concentration does not get removed anymore, but I think in a scenario like this, it would be better for me to merge for a level 2 because I'm going to get disabled if I don't kill. So I guess that just kind of is what it is. I almost need to attack to get more attack-related stats up instead. Maybe we do that. Let's go ahead and hit him with this. I'm going to opt out of the level 2 so that way we can try to get some more stacks on him for more Zeldris passive and more Bond passive. Single target Pierce card, not looking crazy. What are we looking like with the... Yeah, see, only like half damage. Not quite as impressive as I was hoping it would be. Bond Pierce card. We do not get the Pierce card. Luckily, it still lasts for 2 turns, though. We can put up the... He's going to ultimate me, which isn't really that big of a deal. The ultimate's not really that good. I mean, it's okay. It's not a bad ultimate, but it's pretty dated at this point. Okay, it did actually pretty decent damage there. And he kills the Diane off. And my Bond. Okay, well, that's fair enough. I needed to lose this one to D-rank anyway. I would say that the Demon team is still probably going to be a big issue. The Elaine just doesn't help enough in this scenario, which is pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Honestly, I think that she did pretty well for, you know, what she is, and the increased damage dealt and everything like that was honestly pretty nice. So I think I would run this team for fun. I don't necessarily think it's like hey, you probably want to run this team with Bond. Like, it's not going to be like his best team or anything like that, but overall, very fun team, and I always really enjoy using that Elaine because she's just kind of a fun unit. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys later on.